get better at a game like golf, the whole chain has got to work together. So I want you to bend up your legs. We're going to put your feet on the ground. All I want you to do is raise your hips up and down. Now, I want to see in this if his glutes actually work, if that butt works. Now, come on up, because if that doesn't work, your lower back's doing all the work. We don't want that to happen. Now, hold it. Now, I'm going to hit that tire. Now, I should feel like I'm kicking a Goodyear tire when I come down there. Now, I want you to raise your right knee to your chest and then your left knee to your chest. So alternate. Very good. What I'm looking for here is if his hips dip down, he's got some weakness in the backside we got to work with, and he's looking pretty good. I want you to kick your right leg up and down. So we're going to come up and down. So if you're doing this at home, this isn't just an assessment. This is actually a great golf workout. If you have trouble with any of these, it's going to tell you where your weaknesses are. So as we come up and down, that looks pretty good, and let's go to the other side. What I want you to look for, and what I'm looking for, is if one leg can come up and kick you in the head and the other one can't even get off the ground, we're having trouble. Bend your legs. I want you to raise your hips up as high as you can. Now hold it there. What I'm looking for, a lot of us who golf, if you're not paid to golf for a living, you're probably paid to sit at a desk like this for a living. So we got to break some of those patterns. This is the absolute opposite of what we do at our desk, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hours a day. Now I want you to straighten out your right leg in this position. Now if he goes to do this and his hamstring cramps up, that tells me he's not using his glute muscles, which are very important in creating power. Let's go and lower that a little bit. Let's go to the other side now. Also, you feel this stretch right through here? If you can't open up through here, it's going to be hard to get that right address position. Go up a little bit higher. There you go. Good. Posture is very important. Very good. Now come on down. I'm going to have your right knee come up to the side of your body. So come up just like that, and then come back down. Give me 5 or 6 of those. So when you're doing this at home, your goal is to try to get this knee as high as you can without hiking up your back. I don't want this muscle really working. I want the muscle on the side of your booty working. You bring it back up, good. Go and give me one more. It's not bad. Let's go to the other side. Now let's look and see if he's got any differences. And I want you to look as well. If you're doing this at home, you need to see if anything's different. Let's go to the other side. Bring it up. Now right now you can see the left side moves a little bit easier than the right side. So we'll look at some more things to find out why that is. All right, now we're going to look at that upper body. I want you to raise your chest. Actually first, keep your feet down, tighten up your glutes like a Goodyear tire, and I want you to raise your chest up off the ground. Excellent. Now raise your arms up off the ground. Keep your feet down, butts tight, tuck your chin to your chest. All the way down, more, more, more. Chin down, all the way down. Look down, there you go. So we're gonna hold this. If you have trouble holding this, that tells me that your thoracic spine area is weak, and if that's weak, it's gonna be tough to create that dissociation, so important for getting distance in golf. But we're gonna be here like this. What I want you to do is push your elbows up at the roof, kind of like you're flapping wings, good. You're just gonna give me 10 of those, come down and up. If you have trouble doing this, we gotta make sure that these muscles work so that your shoulders stay healthy. We're gonna be in this position. Now what I want you to do is stick your butt out. Very good. Now in this position, keeping this, you can see this arc in his back, I want you to sit back, but keep this. There you go. I want you to think like you're trying to press against the wall. Now do you feel a stretch up in your hips there?
Yeah, onto the hips.
Yep. If you can't do this without rounding your back, these adductor muscles are extremely tight, and that's going to affect your play and it's going to affect your performance. So make sure that you can do this without pain and rock back and come forward. I'm going to rock back again. It's okay to rock with it. Just make sure that we keep this. Give me 2 more. Really sit back. Some of us that have sitting in a chair all day, our backs get tight. This is going to be a great stretch and great work for that lower back. Give me 1 more. Keep that butt back. Can you feel that?
Yeah, brilliant.
Oh, okay, good. Now we're going to go into this position. Now we're going to start addressing the trunk. Your trunk, your core is so important for the game of golf. So I want you to come here like this. We're going to bring your elbow to your knee underneath your body and hold it there. Just hold it there. Now this is the first thing. If I'm a baby learning how to crawl, I have to be able to do this. This is a primitive movement pattern. So now I want you to reach your hand out in front of you and then your leg kick behind you at the same time. Good. Come underneath. Now here's where I want you to watch. This, if you're doing it right and everything's fired up through here, shouldn't move. So give me 5 of them. Watch my hands. This shouldn't move at all. If he's stable through here, 3, 2 more, good. And that looks pretty good, 4. And let's go to the other side. So what I always say to my clients, and let's go in underneath, hold for me, is that I should be able to sit a glass of red wine on your lower back over a white alpaca carpet.
I have it in my hand.
And yeah, so he's going to have it in his hand. But it shouldn't fall. So let's go reach out in front of you and then come back. Now you'll notice it might be a little different side to side. Now that glass of wine, stand pretty still. I want you to come down, try to touch my hand with your elbow and then rotate up as high as you can. Rotate up, very good, keeping this stable. Now go and do that again. Keep your weight forward. That's it, good. That's it, come down and up. So what I'm doing right here is we're creating that mobility pattern for the dissociation here. Let's go to the other side. So we'll do this before I get really mean. So we're gonna come down, rotate up at the roof, way to rotate up. He's doing a great job here keeping this stable. If you can't keep this flat, it means everything's moving together. You're gonna spin out, you're gonna get some problems in your swing. Now it's time for me to really test them. So let's straighten your leg out. Straighten your left leg out behind you. Right hand behind your head. What I want you to do is you're going to keep that leg. Now I put that glass of wine on your heel, and I want you to rotate down as far as you can here. Rotate down more, and then rotate back up. Good. So now what I'm looking at, and go ahead and do 5 of them. I'm looking to see that he's not only able to stabilize up here, but stabilize and control this motion using this muscle right here to stabilize it. Good. Go and give me 2 more. He's passing the test so far. 1, that's it, good. And let's go to the other side. So what you'll see a lot with this is you'll see, it's going to rotate down, rotate up again. You'll see this leg fly up in the air. I'll literally see great athletes roll all the way over onto their back because they don't have stability. In golf, if you're not able to stabilize and mobilize and create that chain, you're going to have a lot of problems with your swing. Now what I want you to do is I want you to pretend like you're up against the wall. You're going to lean this way. That's it, good. As far as you can, keeping your hips in place. Now I'm looking for a nice big stretch. You feel that through here?
Yeah, got it.
Keep your elbows back at me. Nice work. And then let's go to the other side. If these lat muscles are clamped down, you're going to have problems with your back. There's all kinds of fascia, connective tissue that comes all the way down through here. If that's tight, you're going to feel it in your back, your glutes, your hips, everywhere. Put your palm down on the ground right next to your left heel, right hand here. Now I want you to push your left knee forward. Now it's going to stay there. But what you're going to do is I'm going to bring my knee off the ground in the back and push my heel back without my hips raising. So push there you go, good. Now this is going to stretch all the muscles in here, your adductor muscles that are very important in hip extension. Hip extension is what helps get you your pop on your swings. Palm down, push that front knee forward, back heel backward, push hard, hips down. Again, opening this up. The important part is that you don't raise your hips way up in the air. We good on that?
Yeah, that's really good. That's a great stretch.
So you feel right through here, you're going to feel on the inside. This is one of my favorite adductor inside stretches along with the hip flexor stretches. Now since you're here, or in this position, what I want you to do is step your other foot up so it's on the outside.
Okay.
So go and step that up, good. Now hold there. Now this is a great position, but what I want you to do is bring your shoulders down. There you go. Notice how to get his shoulders out of his ears. Bring your shoulders down. Now I want you to bring your hands up off the ground and put them behind your head. That's it. Now reach up above your head. Reach up at the sky with one hand, your right hand only. Right hand only. That's it. Now look up at it. Lift your chest up, lift your chest up. And now your left hand up at the sky. Look up at it. Now look up to the middle. Now I want you to reach up behind my hands. Yes, sir. Reach up higher for me. Reach up higher for me. Keep reaching up and stand up. Excellent work. So now we're on our feet. So notice we started from our back to our stomach, to our all fours to our feet. What else moves like that?
Like a baby.
Like a baby, exactly. And that's where it starts. So now that we're on our feet, we're going to go hands behind your head. I want you to lift your right leg, and I want you to rotate into it and hold it there. Rotate, that's it, good. So he's doing this great. If we have trouble with this, it means we're having trouble linking this whole system together. This is your true core right here. Being able to hold this, and let's switch. Oh, he nailed that one. Let's see if you're a two-sided athlete here. Up and rotate. Oh, we got a ringer here. If you have trouble doing this, get good at this. What this does is it links a contralateral pattern. That means from your right to your left, and it's very important. Now we're going to go on your left leg only, just like this. And I want you to reach forward. Now hold it as you reach. Reach forward and hold. Very good. Notice this position. What I'm looking for is I want his hips. I want to be able to put that glass of wine right here. If this is what I see a lot of, if that's how you reach, you have some hip limitations. We need to work on reaching out just like that. 5 more seconds for me. And we can see that left hip will break down a little bit. 3, 2, look at the knee dance. It's trying to dance. I'm looking at that knee and switch. This tells me about your knees as well. If I see this, your hip's not working like it should. So we need to keep that knee lined up. Let's go to the other side now. Reach out for me. Nice. I'm watching the knee. Keep that knee towards the pinky toe. Reach out more. Now notice on this side, the hips are rolling out a little bit more. Let's turn them towards the ground.
Definitely harder.
Definitely harder on one side. Now you're a right-handed athlete, right?
Yeah.
Usually our dominant side's the hard one, and relax. What you'll find when it comes to balance and control activities, our dominant side is sort of the dumb jock of our body. It's used to power and go. Our other side is our stabilization side, and that's the side that actually stabilizes movement. So that's a basic warm-up. Now I'm just going to show you a couple movements. And so yeah, so now I'm going to show you a couple movements that I would put in as actually a workout.
Okay.
But they're just very basic. We talk about those primitive movement patterns. If you can't do these, your golf is going to suffer. Now we use that word, what would a baby do? Well, watch an infant sometimes. They can do some pretty great mobilization stuff. So we're going to do a little rotation work. So what I want you to do is we're going to raise this hand above your head. Let it relax on the ground. Now these are called rolls. I'm going to make sure that he can roll over. If you can't do this, it's compromising your golf game. So let's look to your right. I want you to take this arm, reach across your body. Now here's the deal. You can't use your legs to push into the ground. And you're going to be surprised at how much you have to try to do that. So really reach across your body. I'm going to make sure his legs don't do anything. And go. So his upper body leads the motion. He's reaching, no legs, all the way over. That was perfect. So again, we're going to reach that arm over. Good. So that side, he looks great. If you can't do this, practice. Don't use your legs. Get on the ground and practice. I'm going to make sure his legs aren't working and go. All right, you're pushing. Don't push. There you go.
That right leg wants to push in the ground.
Yeah, he's sending that right leg. Here we go, and reach. Reach. There you go, good. So his right leg really was pushing the ground on that side. So he has some linkage problems going to that side. Now let's go and turn back over. I'm going to make sure that these aren't kicking and reach. Look over.
A little bit easier that side.
A little bit easier. So you can.
First time it's hard. That first time that right heel wanted to kick in and push me.
Absolutely. And so that tells me that somewhere in the chain, something's not working right. This is where we start to get that heart rate up a little bit. So a basic crawl. This is going to be tough, but it's something we need to be able to do. So we're going to come onto the ground, and your grip, which we'll talk about it in just 1 second. We're going to be on the ground. We're going to go right, left, left, right. Right, left, left, right. Just like that. Now I want you to grip the ground. So now his hips are going to stay low. He's going to go right, left, left, right. Now notice those hips have got to stay low. Knee stays in between the elbows and keep going. Opposites, opposites. You'll be surprised how difficult this is. You give about 10 one way. Now, let's see how good you are and go backwards. So opposites.
That'll be harder.
Yep.
Okay. That's what work out right now.
Yep. And you'll see, there you go. You'll see even the pros have a lot of challenge with this. Very good. Grab the ground with your hands. So you heard me talk about grip. Now, when you're swinging a golf club, you're not trying to choke the thing. You're not trying to break the thing with your grip. However, grip is very important in our training and in everyday life to actually stabilize our shoulder. I'm going to show you something. We're going to go here like this. Now, keep your hand loose. How stable is your shoulder right now?
Okay.
Is it very stable though?
Okay, it can move easily.
It can move easy. I could probably right now, if I wanted to, if I was Bruce Lee, wanted to go crazy, I could break your shoulder right off, but I'm not going to. What I want you to do is squeeze my thumb as tight as you can. Now squeeze it tighter with your whole hand. Squeeze it, try to crush it. Now, are you trying to tighten down your shoulder?
That's all.
Just through your grip, we stabilize your rotator cuff in your shoulder. So as we're training, whether you're doing push-ups, whatever you're doing, never let your grip get lazy. When your grip gets lazy, the rest of your body gets lazy. So let's always remember that. The bottoms of our feet, the palms of our hands are very important, so never get lazy with the grip. So that right there is a great warm-up, or that could even be your workout when we start things off.
A bit there. That's okay, that was good.
The heart rate's up. So now I'll show you some more advanced things.
Okay, Brett, you've warmed me up, I think. No, you definitely warmed up. We're going to do some more advanced things now. So these are things that maybe when someone's been doing a little bit more training, maybe they're able to do this. Don't jump in here and do this straight away. You know, seek some professional advice first, possibly. But if you feel you're a pretty good athlete, maybe these could work.
Yeah, with my more advanced athletes, here's an example of some of the stuff we do in a golf training program, and quite frankly, with a lot of the training programs. We're going to start with some quad and hip strength. Your quads, hips, glutes, that's where the power comes from in any sport. So I got a little, you can use a pillow, you can use something soft. I have a balance pad. Let's go ahead and put your leg up in front. Now this is 100% strength and stability. There's no external force helping because we're going to lift that back leg up off the ground and put all the weight on the front leg. This is easy enough. He's going to go down into a deep lunge, but the back foot never touches the ground. Go down till the knee touches here and then come back up. He's going to just give me 5 of them. Come down, come up. That's it. Good. So your goals here, what I'm looking at, I want to see, you notice how that hip wants to cave in. It wants to, if we can get to a point where that hip's completely stable, that's going to significantly, exactly. So some lateral, if we do some lateral work, some lateral band work, some glute strength work, some frontal plane work, that's going to help that. Now we're going to the other leg. Now we noticed some disparage on the right side when we did some of our warm-up work. So let's see if that carries over into a bigger, more power-based movement. So he comes down.
Did it, but that was hard.
He was able to get down and up, but you see the disparage in his balance and stability. Let's go and just do 3 here. So notice how hard of a fight it is to get down and up. So when we transfer that into performance, that's going to show up somewhere in performance if there's a weak link in the chain. So if you were my client, I got to work with you, we would definitely be addressing that right side. There are all kinds of versions of this exercise, from very expensive equipment to I got something like a medicine ball. You could use a bag of sand if you wanted to. I want you to grab this. What we're going to do is golf is not just, as we discussed, it's not just unabashed, out of control rotation. It's being able to control this pillar and get it to do what you want it to do. So this is going to be all about controlling this pillar. I want you to start with your arms straight inside of the knee. Notice glutes are tight, good posture here, shoulders down, and we're going to rotate up and touch my hand. And come back down. Now the important part here, go ahead and give me 10 of them. The important part here is nothing else is moving. You feel this stabilize right through here.
It's kicking in.
Exactly. I want a strong pillar that doesn't let me get sloppy with rotation. If you do the wrong rotation drills, you actually teach your core, your pillar, to get sloppy, and that doesn't help in any sport. Very good. So stay nice and tall, glutes are tight, rotate up. Now there's a lot of different ways we can do this chop. We can go across our knee. Right now we're going away from our knee. But notice this glute stays tight, spine stays tall, everything stays stabilized. Looking pretty good.
That's okay, that's not too bad.
Staying nice and tall. And we even got, what do we got, the 15-pound ball? We're not messing around here. Up, give me one more. Very good. Now, we do these, when I put together plans for a lot of my golfers, efficiency is the key, because whether we're a professional golfer or we're just someone who works and is trying to get golf in on the weekends or in the evenings, I don't have 3 hours a day to work out. So I pair my exercises in supersets, 2 exercises together, 3 exercises together, It makes it more challenging, but we're able to get a lot more work in a lot less time. Quite frankly, 25 to 30 minutes, you should be able to get in what you need.
That's what we want, isn't it? And that's, yeah, absolutely. Good.
Absolutely. Now come on down. Now last exercise in the 3 exercise circuit. If you're at home, what we do is we go through this circuit 3 or 4 times. We might put one more circuit with it, and you're ready to go hit the links and crush the ball. So you're gonna go here like this. I want your left leg up off the ground, just like that. It's a good old-fashioned push-up, but we're gonna destabilize it. But I want you to do a couple things as we're doing these push-ups. I want your shoulders down away from your ears as far as you can. Shift your body more forward. The whole time, keep your shoulders away from your ears, and I want your glutes and abs super tight, and this has got to stay even to the ground. So come down, give me 6 push-ups just like that. Also, we just talked about grip. I want to see these knuckles go white because they're gripping the ground so hard when you come up. There's never a time for lazy grip. We always want our grip to be intact. Now let's go to the other foot. Go and lift it up. Abs tight, shoulders away from the ears. I'm going to watch those fingers. I want to see them go white because they're gripping the ground so hard. Down and up, good. 2, excellent. 3. Everything is tight and rigid. Good work. So it's just a little twist on the classic exercise. I added that component of stability to it so the whole chain works. Never get lazy with any exercise. Even on a push-up, keep your grip. Get your shoulders down away from your ears. Keep your core tight. Keep your glutes tight. Keep your quads in the game. Our body's a chain. If you want that chain to work for you, we have to link it together. So put those 3 exercises together, one right after the other, 3 or 4 sets through. After that warm-up, you're well on your way to becoming a better golfer.
Brett, that's fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you.
Really good. Thank you very much. Viewers, I hope you enjoyed this. Whew, get my breath back. What I will say with all these exercises, and I'm sure Brett will mention this as well, if there's any pain or discomfort, you stop straight away.
Pain is absolutely stop.
Absolutely. Seek advice from a professional as well before you do these. And join us next time on Me and My Golf TV.